Good morning, it's Jan from Twink Stamping. I'm an independent UK demonstrator and I'm coming to you today from a very cold and windy day in Hastings. It is so chilly out there and so windy. Really awful day. So I thought I'd come along today and do a bit of filming of some card or a card today that I've made using the lovely Gnomes. I didn't think I would buy this set, but I've seen it being used quite a bit. It's called Gnomes for the Holiday. Gnome for the Holiday. Home for the Holiday. Very good. Yeah, I didn't think I would be buying it, but I did, and I do like it. And this is the little card that I'm going to be making today. He's all sparkly as usual. Okay. I'm not going to bother explaining everything beforehand. I'm just going to crack on and make the card with you. So you're going to need a normal blank card size, which is 14.8 by 21, scored at 10.5 or 10.5 centimetres. Okay, you're going to need another piece of white card, and this measures, I can't remember, 12.5 by 8.5, which is going to be your outside piece. And then you're going to need to cut yourself a label, and this one is from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. Oops, if I take all my spares out, you'll be able to see the picture. It's the largest one on here. Really nice set, this one. I'm really pleased that I got this one. Use it in a lot of different ways. Okay, so you'll need the large one of those, and then of course you're going to need your stamp set, which was known for the holidays. And I use the Itty Bitty Christmas, Happy Christmas, for my sentiment. Right, let's crack on. So the first thing I'm going to do is the stamping. I'm going to leave everything else until a bit later. I'm going to stamp out the tree, or the tree stump, should I say. Stamp out the tree stump, and I'm going to stamp this lovely little gnome here. And I'm using Early Espresso as my colour of choice today. I didn't fancy doing cutting and I didn't fancy doing stamping and embossing today because I'm feeling a bit lazy. That's the truth. So I'm going to ink him up and pop him onto here. It's just a scrap bit of Whisper White card. Lovely. They stamp out beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. This one's upside down. And I'm going to stamp again using that one. Lovely. And again, being as we've got the ink pad out, we might as well stamp our what's this called? Sentiment. Put them over there for a sec. Yes, stamp our sentiment so that everything is done then. Let's hope I get this straightish. I'm going to check it on a little bit of sticky pad just to check. That's okay. Yep, that's perfect. So we'll ink that up again. Sometimes find these ink pads quite wide to hold on to when I'm wrists feeling a bit weak. So I'm going to position this towards the top left, not right in the corner, but fairly close to the edge so that I can fit my gnome in like that. That'll do for me. Right, now I'm going to sit myself down and we're going to do some colouring. I've used a few colours on this. I have used my light seaside spray. Do light seaside spray. I have used light real red. I've also used my light crumb cake, which I used for the door. And then I used ivory for his beard and for the tree. The old olive for the leaves and some of the decoration. I've used light petal pink for his nose and his skin, wherever you can see his skin. I've got balmy blue out, not quite sure why. I wonder if I did this edging in balmy blue. We'll see when we get to it. So for now I'm just going to colour these. Just do a bit of colouring. Could do with a bit of de-stressing today. Just feeling a little bit stressed out. I'm not happy that I've, after the announcement last night from our Boris that we are going into a lockdown from Thursday for a month. Absolutely gutted because I was hoping to hold my classes again in November. I had them all arranged. I've bought all the stuff, purchased all the products that I was going to purchase. I was still going to be buying more stuff, but I've bought important things that were going to be used. And now that it's all going to go on hold. It may have to go on hold till next Christmas because they are Christmassy projects. Never mind, we've all got to stay safe. At least I haven't got to worry about whether I can take time off work. Because I no longer have a job. So I don't have that worry this time. Yeah. I'm pleased it's all over now. And I can move on. Start doing things that I want to do. So we just move these out of the way. My light petal pink. Yes, light petal pink for his nose. And for his hands. I'm not sure, but I think it might be a bit of skin, but if it's not, it doesn't matter. Ivory. Now, the ivory I did use for his little beard. You can just see his eyes peeking out there. I'm not using the paintbrush type nib of this. I feel like I've got more control when I'm using, when it's small areas. There we go. Right, so the tree, was that light crumb cake? No, that was ivory, wasn't it? Yes, ivory. I'm going to use the other end now because I am literally just going to do some light strokes. I don't care if there's white bits. That's it. And then I'm going to do crumb cake. No, that's ivory. Oh, crumb cake. And I'm going to do the door. It's just a slightly different colour. It's a little bit darker. Love these blends. Love working with them. Again, one of the products that I never thought I would be purchasing. So I thought, oh, I don't do much colouring. Don't need them. Once you've got one, you want them all. There we go. Lastly, we've got his hat to do. I thought because it had snowflakes on it, it was nice to do a blue instead of red or green. A little bit of red on his bauble there, like that. Need to do his shoes, and I'm using ivory again. Shoes. Fill in any of the gaps. No, I don't want to use that. Is it this one? Just do the rest of the jingle. The little bell. And then, after I've done all that, see, it was nice and quick, wasn't it, to colour those in. Out comes the wing Castella. And all over his hat. Over the bauble. Make sure I'm not carrying it over. And I did the window too. We do the doorknob. And of course, the little lights round the tree. Just to give it a little bit of a sparkle. Next job is to cut them out. Sorry, it's a bit painful to watch me cutting out. Let's get rid of some of that. Doesn't matter if you have a bit of white showing because it's going down on white card, so it really doesn't matter. Sorry, I had that towards me again. So I'm not hoping for brilliant warm sunshine again. I'd just like it to stop raining and stop being so windy. Do you know, over the last few years, the wind seems to be, or we seem to get a lot more storms than we've ever had. I mean, I don't remember having wind like this for days and days on end. Not sure if we get the storms that come from, like from the hurricanes from America that blow over. I really don't know. All to do with the jet stream, I think. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. My dad used to love the weather, forecasting the weather. He was very into it. I think that might be because he was a sailor. And they have to know about weather, don't they? Or weather conditions. There we go, that's our little gnome. He's so cute. And then it's just the tree. See, these are very easy things to cut out. You wouldn't need a die set to go with this, would you? I don't think there's a die set to go with these. I certainly wouldn't need it because it's pretty straightforward cutting out. Just gonna make it a little bit jaggedy. So it looks like you're going to all be getting on with your crafting now that we're back in lockdown again. I must say, I knew it was coming. I think my own personal opinion, it should have happened a bit sooner. I know that they have to weigh up all the pros and cons when you've got, you know, all the financial side of things to think about as well, but I do think it should have been done a wee bit quicker. You know, does that mean, you know, we're going to get a third wave and a fourth wave? Just some very uncertain times. Right, there you go. I just guessed where I want to do it, round the stones. I don't think there's any right or wrong way of doing it. I'm just going to have to take a slurp of my tea, my coffee, sorry. Get really dry when I'm talking all the time. Okay, so now I'm going to stand back up again and I'm going to do my card. Right, I've got a feeling that I perhaps used balmy blue to go around the outside. In fact, I know I did. I think I started off with seaside spray, but it wasn't, it didn't show up very much. So I think that's why I decided to do this. Now what I've done, rather than use a sheet or a piece of seaside spray cardstock or balmy blue cardstock, whatever colour, I wanted just a very thin line. That way I don't have to see if it's straight or anything like that. So what I did is I got the blender pen and I just went down the edge. It doesn't matter if it gets bumpy or anything. Just go down the edge. Give yourself a nice, can you see? It's all a bit bumpy, it's not straight. It doesn't matter. You're not even going to notice. But I do this quite often with my glue pen, as you well know, and I will be doing it again in a minute. But yeah, it's just a quick way of doing edging without actually matting rather. You don't actually have to have a piece of cardstock. I'm just going to go down this bit again because everywhere looks a bit thicker than this edge. Whoops. There we go. Perfect. Let's say I'm not bothered that it sticks out a bit there. You're not even going to notice that. Next thing I did was got my glitter out, as usual. Do love my glitter. Going to be needing to purchase a new one soon, I think. So, like I said to you before, I kind of chiselled the edge myself by continually doing this. So it fits quite nicely onto the corners of my card now. There we go. I think I've done that edge, haven't I? Yes. And then I'm just going to move my spoon. No, I'll just leave it there. Just leave it there. It doesn't have to be moved. Very quick way of doing it. And less messy. So, get rid of the excess. And there it goes. I love the effect. Absolutely love the effect it has. You see that? It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. See, and you can't really tell where, well you can if you looked up really close, but you can't see where there's not, the lines are bumpy. So it really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Okay, you're going to pop that onto your card there, so you can either use wet glue or you can use double-sided tape, or you can use your tape runner. I am going to use my wet glue. that I use for my matting. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop that down. Not bad effort. Okay, pop that over there. Oh no, I think what we'll do is we will actually just pop all the layers on. There's no point in putting it on here first and doing that. Might as well just put this layer down as well. And these are going to go onto the card with dimensionals. Give them a little bit of a shape. Going to need a few dimensionals. Put one there. I'm just going to put this towards the top, like that. Your little gnome should fit just about there, and he does perfectly. So I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of this one. I've got a couple. I'm going to cut a piece for by his hat. Top of his hat, I meant to say. I might even be able to squeeze another little tiny bit up here. Maybe I should go that way. That should be okay, shouldn't it? Oops. Can't get that bit off. There we go. Oops. So we'll pop him about here, so just misses the Happy Christmas. That's absolutely perfect. And there you go. He looks a bit wonky. I don't know if it's the tree, but leave it, Jan. So that's it basically. I did pop a little bit of Winkestell around by his feet, so it didn't look like he was too far in the air. And then I flicked just a little bit of Winkestell to give it a bit of a sparkle. And that's it. Those are my cards. You see the Winkestell there. Lovely. Lovely sparkly card. So, that's it today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed watching and that you'll have a go yourself. As I say, Gnome for the holidays. Lovely little set. I shall be doing a few more bits and pieces with this one. But for now, I'm going to leave it for now. And yes, if you've enjoyed watching my video today, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, could you press the subscribe button? And if you was to click on the bell that's next to it, you'll be alerted when my videos have been uploaded. My online shop details are down below, which you'll be able to click straight on and go to the shop and see all the products that I've used today. Yeah, and if you've got any questions or queries or anything you want to ask me, my email address is down below, or of course you can comment down below. But other than that, that's it. I wish you all a good evening, and I'll speak to you again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.